Hey y'all, welcome back to the party. It's your girl, BrittReacts, and today we are reacting to Joey Diaz, sister. I'm not even gonna try because I will fail. Let's just see what he has to say.
I just grabbed and I kept banging her fucking head. I don't give a fuck. You fuck. And I know. A lot of you motherfuckers like, Joey, you can't hit a woman. She's a fucking nun. Big fucking difference, okay? Big fucking difference.
It's always so gory. I don't know why I watch these. I don't have to, but I do for y'all. What's the budget for the opening of this show?
His best friends in the world. You guys will love him. He's awesome. Ladies and gentlemen.
This guy's best friends with everybody. He literally says that about everybody. One of my best friends in the world. I need to know the budget for the opening of this show because it's always so high. It looks like a high budget, like phenomenal, crazy.
His best friends in the world. You guys will love him. He's awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, Joey Diaz.
I got a 3-year-old, you know, and I look at her. She's beautiful. I look at her and I'm like, you know, when she gets older, I don't think I'll have the heart to fucking smack.
Did this man just say he has a 3-year-old? 1, 2, 3?
Beautiful. I look at her and I'm like, I got a 3-year-old, you know, and I look at her. She's beautiful. I look at her and I'm like, you know, when she gets older, I don't think I'll have the heart to fucking smack her, to discipline her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I throw like a sneaker at the cat from time to time and shit like that. When I look at my daughter, I don't have the heart. Like, I look at her, like, I could probably punish her and send her to a room, but can I fucking hit her? Nah. Like, I don't think I have the balls to do it. But they always say that if you grew up in a house that you got fucked up at, that you'll probably have a house that you fuck people up at. You know, like if you're a parent. And I'll tell you what, I grew up in the 70s. My mom fucked me up, okay? My mom fucked me up. Not like fuck, it was a controlled beating, okay? Let's get this shit straight.
I still can't get past the fact that he said he has a 3-year-old. Wow. Good for you, sir. Yeah, there culturally are definitely some houses where like it is a controlled setting. It's not like you're like getting beat on and getting, you know, abused, but they believe, you know, that a child must be reared a certain way. And nowadays stuff like that would not fly, but it's just interesting hearing him say it the way he's saying it.
Okay? My mom fucked me up. Not like fuck, it was a controlled beating, okay? Let's get this shit straight. Everybody in this room got a controlled beating at one time. That means
That's
you're not
not
gonna
true.
fucking die, okay? You're gonna get a couple punches to the head, you'll go down, and in 2 days you get a doll. No big fucking deal. That's a controlled fucking beating, all right? You're not gonna die, you know? And when I was a kid, you know, I used to bust my mom's balls, and, you know, she's Cuban, and, you know, a single mom, and she would lose her temper from time to time. And, you know, you get like, my mom would hit me with like the straight punch to the head, the fucking overhead right. In Spanish, it's called un avión. It means a fucking airplane. And then they had like different names for them. Then they have like the fucking a galletazo. That's the bitch slap. You know, that's the Stockton slap, right? And then my mom had the backhand, the tapaboca. That's just to throw you off, to open you. Yeah, it opens.
I love they all had their own names. Like, what?
And the tapaboca. That's just to throw you off, to open you. Yeah, it opens you up for a sidekick to the body, right? That's what that. You're like, ah, bam! You know, so you get kicked and shit. So I took a beat. Listen, my mom threw a beating on me one time on 86th Street. When I was like 6, I wouldn't get off a mule in front of 8. There's a bank on 86th and Broadway, And there was a mule, some fucking dude with a mule, and you give him like $3, and he put a cowboy hat on you and let you get on the fucking mule with a vest and shit. And I wouldn't get off the mule. My mother beat the fuck out of me with the purse. That was a good one, like a live appearance type beat. You don't get those. But that was it. Like, as I got old, I never really got hit. My mom was single. My mom would always tell me, don't ever let nobody touch your face. A real man doesn't let nobody touch their face. Don't let nobody fucking touch your face. So, being Cuban, I was also Catholic. So my mom would scare me with the nuns. She'd go, if you fuck up, I'm gonna send you to school and those nuns will fuck you up. Well, after torturing my mom for a few years, she said, fuck it. I'm putting you in Catholic school. I'll let the nuns deal with you. And I think...
Is that true? I don't know anyone who grew up in Catholic school. My mom and her siblings grew up Catholic, but they only like went to mass. And then later in life, she changed denominations in Christianity. So I don't know a lot about Catholicism, but I do know I've heard like nuns used to like really discipline physically. Like they were allowed to do that. Is that true? Sounds like I'm about to find out.
Torturing my mom for a few years, she said, fuck it. I'm putting you in Catholic school. I'll let the nuns deal with you. And I think my mom knew the nuns were going to fuck me up. She just didn't want to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, they're going to fuck you up, but I don't want to know about it. So it was one of those schools, Sacred Heart School for boys. You went on Sunday and you came home on Thursdays. And the nuns were complete fucking douchebags. I mean, complete douchebags. And I'm not lying. I don't give a fuck if you don't like it. It's the truth. They were fucking... I think about it now, 30 years later, and it really was mild abuse. It was very mild. I could have dialed 911 on those bitches. But, you know, nobody would have listened to my cries. You understand me? They say nuns don't whatever. So there was this one nun, Sister Anna. There was Sister Marie. There was Sister Hyacinth. And there was Sister Patricia. Sister fucking Hyacinth was the most evil person that ever walked.
Hyacinth sounds like a problem. Sister Hyacinth sounds like Trunchbull to me. Like they equate. They might be sisters.
Sister Patricia. Sister fucking Hyacinth was the most evil person that ever walked.
Look at his eyes. He's traumatized.
They didn't hit me at that school because I was a bad person. They used to hit me because I didn't like milk. Till this fucking day. Listen, till this day I fucking hate milk, okay? I'm not allergic to it. I just don't fucking like it.
Me
That's
either.
it. A milkshake, completely fucking different. I'll drink 10 of those motherfuckers. But milk plain out of a bottle, I don't like that shit. It smells like dick. I don't fucking like it. That's it. I never fucking liked it. I don't like broccoli then. I don't like it now. I don't give a fuck. I don't like it. But they would abuse me. If I didn't drink the milk, they'd put it on my head and then bitch slap me like 3 fucking times. And then when I went down, she hit me with the tray of food. These people were fucking savages. And this one fucking nun, Sister Hyacinth, she's New Jersey. She looks just like...
He just said she's from New Jersey, so that sums it up. That's awful. First of all, milk is disgusting. We're not here to argue about it. Save your comments for another situation because it's gross. 2% whole, all of it. Like, no. I can tolerate like a splash of almond milk in my cereal. Other than that, no ma'am, no Pam. Keep it over there. So I agree with him on this. I'm like, ugh. I love broccoli though. That is horrendous though, that he was being abused, not for his bad behavior, because he didn't like milk. Think about that. Think about that. You're trying to beat a child into submission to like milk. Good Lord. In Jesus' name. That's awful.
Fucking savages. And this one fucking nun, Sister Hyacinth, she's New Jersey. She looked just like Governor Christie, all fucked up. She was like 5'2", 310. The bitch didn't fuck around. And if you look at a nun, they have a fucking ring of Jesus. They're married to Jesus. And before she'd hit you, she'd turn it around. And that's how they fucking cut you and shit like that. No, these nuns don't fuck around, guys. This is real old school fucking Catholicism. And no, I wasn't molested. I was an ugly kid that didn't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you. I was an altar boy, but I never hung out. Fuck you. I don't want to play cards. I don't want no hard ice cream, cocksucker. I'm a Carvel motherfucker anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, Carvel. Let me tell you something right now. My grandmother used to, when we moved out of New York, and I would go back to New York every summer and spend the summer basically with my maternal grandmother, and then I'd go to New Jersey and spend time with my paternal family. And every summer, my grandmother would take me, as soon as I got off the plane, she would take me to KFC to get the honey barbecue wings, which they don't sell anymore. trauma for me. And then we go to Carvel and I get a vanilla ice cream cone dipped in the hard shell strawberry like coating. Oh my gosh, y'all. Like after I had my daughter and I moved back to Atlanta, they opened a Carvel very close to me and I cried. I was so happy. The joy in my soul. So the fact that this man just said, I'm a Carvel kind of guy. Joey, you and me could be friends. You and me cut from the same cloth.
Cocksucker. I'm a Carvel motherfucker anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Carvel motherfucker. Fuck that hard ice cream, bitch. Fuck you think you're dealing with? I got morals. You know what I'm saying?
I got morals.
So, I'm in the fucking 5th grade. I had been there for like 3 years. Not in the fucking 5th grade. Like I had been at the school for fucking 3 years. I started in the 3rd grade and I stayed there till the 5th. But there was a reason why. And I didn't know until I was like 30. I wanted to make my confirmation. I'm like, why am I making my confirmation at 30? And I remembered this story. This is why. Because in the 5th grade, I couldn't take it no more. Now, my dad died when I was 3, so my mom at the time put me in kung fu, like karate with the brothers, these black motherfuckers on 90th Street, and they would teach you like ghetto karate, like
ghetto
fucking
karate.
judo and shit. I was out of my mind. Between that and Bruce Lee, I was ready to kill a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And Bruce Lee had died, and I was all fucked up in the head. My dad had died, and between the pain and the fucking low self-esteem and the anger, I was boiling inside. And one day I'm in the fucking Catholic school, and there are these 2 little twins, they're like half momos, Raphael and Nino, you know what I'm saying? They're fucking...
What's that mean, half momos? Also, this man is really talking about his childhood trauma. Like, honestly, he's very openly speaking about his childhood trauma. And you can see in his eyes that he's holding this. Like, you can see it. He's making a fun, light story out of it, but goodness gracious.
Crying. I'm like, what are you crying for? They go, Sister Hyacinth, my mommy's having a baby, and Sister Hyacinth won't let us call the hospital. I'm like,
what?
Not for nothing. Jesus don't pay for these fucking lights. Your mom and dad do. Get up. Just go call your fucking mom. It's an emergency. And the nun, Sister Hyacinth, heard. And she goes, really? All 3 of you go outside and wait. Now, when the nun told you to wait outside the class, that means you were getting the fucking beaten. Like, you're getting the shit knocked out of you, right? So the bell rings.
Wow.
The bell rings. She comes out and she goes, so what did you 3 guys, what were you talking about? And there were the 2 twins. She took the one twin first, smacked the fuck out of him like 15 times. He went down. She went to grab me, and I'm like, I looked at the twin. I'm like, that's your brother. Get in there, motherfucker, right? Why am I fighting for you? Get in there, you fuck. She grabbed him, fucked his world up, and then she grabbed me and started bitch slapping me. But I kept thinking about my mom. I got sick and tired of this motherfucker hit me every time I went and drink my milk. And I was about to snap, so I put my hands up. And she's biting her tongue. I'll never forget this going, put your hands down. Put your hands down. I'm like, fuck you gotta work for it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't putting shit down. She's hitting me in the fucking temple. This bitch is fucking me up. So finally she goes, you're not gonna put your hands down? Get in the utility closet. That's basically where they fucking killed you.
Trunchbull, I told you, she literally sounds like she got her methods from Agatha Trunchbull. Isn't that her name, Agatha? My gosh, they're... This is upsetting. It's upsetting.
Put your hands down and get in the utility closet. That's basically where they fucking killed you, right there. They just fucking killed you. Then they called your mother and said he died of a pneumonia. And that was it.
That's
creepy
terrible.
Motherfuckers, those Catholics. I'm telling you right now. I looked behind the curtain. They're creepy motherfuckers. So she says, get in the utility closet. That's where they had like the books and the fucking protractors and all that shit. So we get in there, and she fucking doesn't even slam the door, guys. She just fucking japs me right in the fucking mouth like a tapabocca, and I feel the blood, but I put my hands up, and she's like, don't you ever tell me. And she's just smacking me, guys. She's just going at it. Bam, bam. And she had elbows. She had kicks. This is way before UFC Unleashed. This bitch is going off. She's kicking my legs to lower my hands, and she's smacking me. I'll tell you what, guys. I was fucking pissed. I couldn't believe this lady was doing this to me. And at one point, I'm gonna fucking take this bitch out. I'm just gonna take this motherfucker out. I don't give a fuck. But if I go for her, I gotta fucking go for it.
Right. I mean, this is wild. And then to think like the kids come home and are they too afraid to tell their parents? Do their parents not believe them? Do the parents like approve of a certain level of discipline, not knowing that it gets this bad? Like if you like I just don't understand this. I don't understand this. This is unfathomable for me, like as a parent, but also as a child. Like I can't even believe that children were enduring stuff like this, or maybe still are in certain places. This is god awful. All right, I'm actually rooting for him to get a lick in at this point, because this is unacceptable.
Motherfucker out. I don't give a fuck. But if I go for her, I gotta fucking go for it. Because she's 320. You follow me? I'm like
you follow
with
me?
a crucifix in my pocket. If I go for it, I gotta go for this motherfucker. So finally she's like, put your hands down. I wouldn't put them down, but I started tasting the blood in my mouth. And I started fucking losing it. And something just made me go, I'm gonna go for this motherfucker. But I'm gonna grab her by the ears, and I grabbed her by the veil, because that's where all the magic powers are, right? I grabbed her by the fucking veil, and I'm like, don't you ever fucking hit me again, you cocksucker. I hate you. And I'm just crying. This is 7 years of anger and pain. I miss my father. What's going on in my house? I just grabbed and I kept banging her fucking head. I don't give a fuck. You fuck. And I know. A lot of you motherfuckers like, Joey, you can't hit a woman. She's a fucking nun. Big fucking difference, okay? Big fucking difference. She don't suck no cock. They don't take it in the ass. These motherfuckers are angry, all right? They don't eat no pussy. They just walk around with a fucking black suit on. Something's gotta be done.
Something's gotta be done.
Up. You gotta eat something. You know what I'm saying? You gotta eat something. You're walking around like somebody died. Yeah. You're fucking pussy. That's what died. So I got it by the fucking ears now, and I ain't letting go.
There are a couple people who are like, have not laughed this whole time. And I do understand his delivery is quite harsh. It is quite like just, it's harsh. But this is a real New Yorker right here. This man is born and bred in the streets of New York, and this is as real as they come. Like, he doesn't alter himself at all. This is my second time encountering his storytelling, and he talks, I can tell you could tell he gets on stage and he speaks the same exact way he talks to his friends, his family, his kids, whoever. This is just a real New York man who's been through real New York trauma. And he tells it like it is. And I think some people think, you know, stuff like this can be hard to swallow, and that's respectfully so for some people. You know, everyone grows up differently. Everyone, you know, grows up in different households and are, you know, spoken to different ways. And so you can tolerate a certain level of things. And so I can understand why some people don't find this funny at all. Because, like, first of all, the subject matter is really awful. This is a terrible story. Like, at the end of the day, the bottom line is this is awful that this happened to this man. But then he's just loading it up with so much street that I can understand. But it does frustrate me when I see people go to comedy shows and, like, they don't even try to laugh. It's like, why are you here? It does. Personally, it bothers me. It's like you're wasting your money.
So I got her by the fucking ears now, and I ain't letting go, because I know she's gonna fuck my world up. And I'm pounding. Now the black dudes, they taught me judo too. So I went to give her like a hip throw. But she's 320, I couldn't do it. So I just settled on a headlock, and I'm grabbing her by the fucking head, and I'm squeezing, and she's going, you're gonna go to hell. And I'm like, so the fuck are you, motherfucker. And I'm squeezing her fucking head. Fuck you. And there was a little mafia kid. Thank God for fucking Italian people. Thank God for fucking Italian people.
When I first watched him, I could have sworn he was Italian. Like, he just reminded me of a soprano so much. They find out he's Cuban. I'm like, oh.
Thank God for fucking Italian people. Thank God for fucking Italian people. They don't give a fuck about the rules or nothing. This guy's like, what's going on? I go, this bitch tried to kill me. And he's like, fuck this bitch. He took her arm and he twisted this motherfucker. I got in a headlock. This little 8-year-old's twisting the fucking arm. And she's like, ah! And we don't give a fuck. The other nuns are around. But let me tell you what happened. Now the door was open. There's a bunch of kids. And they're yelling, Coke, go, Coke, go, Coke, go. Now I gotta kill her. You understand me? There ain't no turning fucking back.
This sounds just like Matilda. Especially the new one. Have y'all seen the new Matilda? Oh my gosh, this literally sounds like real life Matilda. Oh my gosh.
So we take her out of the utility closet. They're yelling, call the police. I'm like, call the police. I'm fucking bleeding. I don't give a fuck, call the cops. We're twisting, the other kids are coming over, they're kicking her and shit. It's like Puerto Ricans too, they don't give a fuck either. Couple Roberto Clemente motherfuckers kicking her and shit. So I don't know nothing. I don't fucking know nothing. They call the police, the kids are clapping, it's fucking crazy. We're taking over the whole fucking hallway. And I go, fuck it, let's call my mother. So we dragged this nun in a half-arm bar and a headlock, and we took her shoes off. I don't know why till today. 300, she had those big fucking fat feet with no nail polish and shit. We took the feet out from under her and just dragged her. Her head was turning red.
When you add a little detail like she didn't have any nail polish on, that's how you know it's true. Like, that's ingrained in his head, and that's how we know this is a very true story. I'm like in tears. This is so funny.
Shit. We took the feet out from under her and just dragged her. Her head was turning red. And one of the Puerto Ricans called the nun and put it to my ear, and I told my mom, Mima, la monja me dio. That means the nun hit me. Let me tell you something. Kearney, New Jersey is about 22 minutes from Union City, New Jersey. My mother made it in 8 minutes. She shows up with 8 Puerto Ricans and a santeria priest with a live chicken. You understand? That's when shit goes down, motherfucker. So they finally got me off the fuck. Her hair's fucked up, the veil's off. My mom's telling her, you want to hit my son? You got to get fucked in the ass and have your own kid and all this shit. I'm loving it. My mom got my back and shit. So now...
Why didn't you go home and tell your mother about this before? This is what I'm saying. Like, he endured this for 3 years, y'all. And I don't condone violence of any sort. This story is funny in the way that he's telling it. I think it's a horrible story. It's not funny. But this is a true testament to the fact that everyone has their limit. No matter what age, like, everyone is going to have their limit with abuse. And this is how people crack. They lose their minds. Because this kid was subjected to this behavior for 3 years. And this is supposed to be authoritative, educational environment. And these adults took advantage of their authority and did it under God's name. And that's really the most frustrating part. It's like, this is so God awful. Jesus.
Your own kid and all this shit. I'm loving it. My mom got my back and shit. So now we're sitting down, people holding on to their heads. Got the priest in the room, the principal, and they tell my mom, he's out. Him and his other fucking cohorts, like 8 of us, they're fucking out of here. And my mom's listening to this. She's got half a bag on. She's a little drunk and shit. And she's like, he ain't going fucking nowhere. And they're like, no, he's got to go. He's out of here. Listen, when I was growing up, there was this Jew bookie in the neighborhood. Tremendous. Let me tell you something. Thank God for Jewish people. All right, this motherfucker was a bookie. But in the early 70s, if you beat him for like 2,000 or 3,000, he would show up at your house with $500 bills. And he'd say to you, you want me to pay you? I'll pay you, but I gotta give you 500s. Let it roll till next week. Then the next week, he got you. You follow me? So he always had your fucking money. He would just lie to you that he had $500 bills. Who the fuck is a $500 bill? People would believe it. That's an old Jew trick right there. Let me tell you what
That's crazy. $500 bill is no such thing, right? That's nuts. What?
A bill. People would believe it.
What does he have to do with this story, Joey?
You gotta learn. You gotta fucking learn, cocksuckers. He goes to throw my mom out. My mom goes, listen, he ain't going nowhere, or I want my deposit back in 5s. That's an old Jew trick, too. It blew their mind. 5s? We don't have no fucking 5s till Sunday. Then my fucking son stays, motherfuckers, okay? And they let me graduate, they let me finish out the year, but you know what? A nun never fucking hit me again.
I bet.
That's my story. Thank you very much.
Wow. That is an insane story. And then y'all want to know why this man talks the way he talks. Look at what he's been through. Hey, look at this, what he's been through. Oh my gosh. God bless. It's awful, but the fact that he could turn it into money, meaning comedy, is good on him. That's terrible. That is so terrible. All right, y'all. Go have the day that you deserve. Peace.